Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to play the game Gin Up. It is a two-player game that is kind of a combination of Gin Rummy and climbing shedding games. So it starts off with a Gin Rummy-esque card drawing and discarding. And then when one player knocks, it turns into a climbing shedding game. So we'll go ahead and say that this player is the one who gets to go first. They're going to say whether they want this 2 or not, and they really want that 2 because they already have 3 2s. So they go ahead and take that 2 in. Aces are low, kings are high, by the way. And maybe they think, well, this queen I'm not doing anything with. Get rid of that queen. This player looks, they don't actually love that queen. Maybe they're hoping to get some sets, so they can either take the queen or they can take the top card of the deck. This is all going to be very familiar from Gin Rummy if you played that. Maybe they choose the top card of the deck. It's a 10 of diamonds. And then they have to discard one. Maybe they look and they say, all right, this 3 isn't doing me any favors. They discard that. This player here takes a look and they decide, all right, I'm actually gonna draw a card. They get the 6, which is pretty nice because they have the 5, 6, 7 in clubs now. And maybe they think, all right, I've got a bomb, I've got that 3 run, I'm gonna go ahead and knock. So once a player knocks, then the drawing and discarding is immediately over. We can go ahead, get rid of these cards. And starting with this player, they're going to start playing a climbing shedding game. So whoever is leading to the climb will play a valid meld. The melds you can play are singles, pairs, triples, quads, which are bombs. If you don't know what that means, I'll describe it in a second. And then you can also play runs that are 2 or more cards long. So this player doesn't have anything super high, but they have some decent high singles there. And they've got this bomb, but they do have this ace down here. So maybe they just want to get rid of that ace for now. This player now has to play a single that is higher than an ace or a bomb. They've got lots of options for both of those things. Maybe they're gonna go ahead and, let's see, they've got 2 good runs there actually. They've got the 4, 5, 6 and the 5, 6, 7, so they probably don't wanna split those up yet. Maybe they're gonna play this ace because they wanna probably hold on to those. Not this 8, I mean. So they play that 8. This player now has to play something higher that's an 8 or bomb in. They don't wanna spend their bomb yet. They're happy to just get rid of this 10. This player here can king or bomb in. They don't have a bomb though. So maybe they'll go ahead, play the king. Now this player needs to decide whether they want to play their bomb now or bide their time. Maybe they're gonna bide their time, see what the other player plays in case it's something they can play off of. So this player says, right, I think it's time to play this 4, 5, 6. That's a pretty good play. It's a run of 3. So now this player has to play a run of 3 that's higher than it. This player actually happens to have exactly such a run, so they play the 5, 6, 7. This player has a 5, 6, 7, 2, but they can't play it. So they are going to pass. There is something to note here though, which is that the player who didn't knock has a special privilege, which is that they can actually extend the meld of the knocking player. So if they had the 8 of clubs or the 4 of clubs, they would actually be able to play just that one card, turn this into a run of 4, and then this player would need to beat a run of 4. Unfortunately, this player doesn't have that. So this player's gonna pass. These get discarded, it's back to this player. They're feeling pretty good now. They're going to go ahead and get rid of that low 3. This player is going to play this 10. This player is going to play a jack. This player does not have a queen or 10 of diamonds. They already played their 10 of diamonds to make this into a run of 2. They also don't have a jack to make this into a pair of jacks. And they don't have anything higher than a jack to beat it, so they're gonna have to pass. These get discarded, back to this player. They're gonna play the 6. This player is going to play, maybe they play a 6 because they're the non-knocker. They can extend a set or run instead of playing a higher one. So now this player is required to play a higher pair. They don't have a higher pair, but they do have this bomb. They're gonna go ahead and bomb in now. This player doesn't have a bomb. There's no way to extend a bomb because it's 4 cards and there are only 4 cards of each rank. So they're gonna have to pass. Now it's this player. They play an 8 of hearts. This player doesn't have a 7 or 9 of hearts, so they can't make it into a run. They also don't have any 8s. They do have a 9, so they're gonna play a 9. They gotta play something. This player's gonna play a king and shut out. So now that hand is over, and this player that knocked is going to score 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 18, which is what, 23 plus 7 is 31 points, I guess. Just like Gin Rummy scoring, face cards are all worth 10. All the number cards are worth the number, and the ace is worth 1. So this knocking player will score those points, shuffle the cards, deal them out, and keep playing. That's how you play Gin Up.